Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. How's everyone doing this afternoon? Are you ready for some great music by some great musicians? Yes, of course you are. I didn't sound very loud, but anyway. Are you ready to hear some great music played by some great musicians? Yes! Okay, there you go, guys. Well, we are thrilled to have our friends from the Young Artists Orchestra's Summer Music Camp back here on stage. How many of you have never been in this auditorium before? Wow, thank you for coming out. How many of you here were last Friday for the previous concert by this group? Well, thank you for coming back. My name's Tony Allison, I'm the theatre manager here. I just want to let you know, just in case you're interested, since so many of you have never been here before, we're pretty much at the end of our summer read program, which we now call the Summer Challenge. We're rolling that down up until the end of July, and then of course it's back to school time on August 12th. But I just want to let you know about some of the other free programs we're doing in the next few days, including tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. We're showing Shazam on our fabulous big screen. There is a screen that is almost as big as that wall that drops down in front of that wall behind you, and we will be showing Shazam. It's a very funny movie if you want a good superhero movie with a bit of a few laughs in it. On Sunday morning at 11, we have our friend Adam London, who is an excellent local magician. He's here to do his magic tricks, and I highly recommend that show, Sunday morning at 11. And then next week, we have our book sale, which is a big deal for anyone who wants bargains in books, DVDs, CDs, and believe it or not, these new things called LPs. We have a whole lot of donated LPs that we're going to be selling. Apparently, it's a new music device that goes at 33 1/3 revolutions per minute. How cool is that? Who knew that LPs would one day be fashionable again? We're going to be selling those, and that's all day next Tuesday, the 23rd, from 10 till 4. If you would like to, you are welcome to take photos and short video. Please just turn off your ringers so they don't disturb your fellow audience members, and please turn off your flash. Flash photography can be a distraction to the performers. If you would like to post those to your social media, we would really appreciate it if you would tag us at lvccld.org, which is the Las Vegas Clark County Library District, so you can tell your friends, your social network, about all the amazing free programs we do here. Because as I always like to say, there is no such thing as a free program. Guess who's paying for this today? You are. We all are, with our taxpayers' dollars. The lights wouldn't be on if it wasn't for all of us supporting our library, so we really appreciate you being here for this and all our free programs. So, without further ado, let me please introduce, would you please join me in welcoming back to Windmill Library Auditorium stage our friend, Maestro Junior Lopez. Thank you so much.
We're going to start. Hi everyone, my name is Junior Lopez and I'm the founder and music director of the YAO. We're basically wrapping up our 2-week summer camp, and it's basically a camp open for students as young as 7 and all the way up to age 18. So everybody that you see on stage here ranges somewhere in there. And if you're wondering who is 7, we have a couple 7 or 8 either raising their hands back there. Can you even see them? You can't see them? Well, it's not like they're very tall, you know, they're only 7. And then Winston, how old are you? 8? Can you see Winston? And then we have most of the kids, I think somewhere around the 11 to 15 range. And we basically come together and the kids get a certain number of pieces that they have to learn very quickly. And so we do various activities, and it's kind of challenging because some of them have only maybe been playing for a year, and then we have some that have been playing maybe 2-3 years, and then anybody here play more than 5 years? Maybe like 5 or 6. So they somehow have to compromise and meet halfway and then produce something as a group to present to you. So I hope that makes sense. And we're going to continue to the next piece. It's actually a tango, and we're only going to present 2 movements out of the whole work, and it's written for solo violin with orchestra. And our guest soloist is Jillian Johnson, who's actually, I guess I could say, a former student from Las Vegas who's just finishing up her bachelor's degree at the University of Texas at Austin. And I'll let her, you want to talk a little bit about the piece? Here we go. This is Jillian.
Hi everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank you all so much for coming. It's been such a joy working with all of the students here and seeing your growth in the last few weeks, especially the little ones. So we'll be playing Con Air de Tango, and each of the movements is based off of a different place from the composer's life. And the composer is Arturo Cardelius. He writes a lot for movies and is a living composer today. The first movement, Madrid, was where he was born and he grew up. And he dedicated this whole piece to his wife, Jennifer, and it's kind of about their journey together. So the first movement is Madrid, where he was born, and the second movement, Boston, is where they met and where he studied. So I hope that our playing makes you want to tango today.
So we have another tango to finish off this segment, and then we're gonna have another segment where we're gonna have some of you parents and other students come play with us. This next piece is actually called La Comparsita, and it's one of the most famous tangos ever written. It was written in the early part of the 20th century, and it translates to a little small parade or carnival. And it was written for a string quartet. It's actually, this version was transcribed for a string quartet that I play in Canada. And I thought it would be fun to give it to them. It's very tricky, it's a little wacky. It's a lot of fun to listen to, and I hope a lot of fun to play. So here's La Comparsita.